Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Earthbound Super Series PK Scramble race. McGurk versus Ari. My name is Derek, and I've got a lovely commentator here with me. Say hello.
Hello. I am Rocky12799. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. How are you doing, Derek?
Doing outstanding. Ready for this race. Let's go ahead and talk about flags while they are getting started. They're doing a 120% spawn with teleport anywhere. So within buildings, within caves, they are going to be teleporting anywhere.
Yes,
You want to go ahead and talk to her about the victory conditions?
So our victory, we've got 3 victory conditions. We've got 4 Saints and Gygas, which is standard. We'll see. We've seen most of the races. We've got a 5 Sank in Magic Hand, or we've got 6 Sanks by themselves. So we could see either of those 3. We have seen 6 Sanks once this tournament, so it's always a possibility.
There you go. Ooh, BuzzBuzz teaching us how to go to Tucson. So we are not going to be struggling with police badge this afternoon. This evening, I should say.
Guard taking that early fight, trying to get some experience. It's always a good play.
It really is. Get that little bit of extra experience, and you'll be able to face some extra battles here.
Yeah, I definitely always try to grab 1 or 2 early fights and hope for the best.
There you go. The shakeup of the meta has occurred. So in Meteorite has key to the shack, but the shakeup has been that especially with teleport anywhere, go up to the meteor first, then go down to Liar Shack. This is really shaking up the meta here recently.
Yeah, it's so much faster to just warp out of Liar's Cave than to walk out and go to the meteorite. So it makes complete sense that this is the route that our runners are taking.
There you go. The key to the shack in 3 is Liars and the Meteor. So we have plenty of options to go do. You've got a kid check like Ori's doing right now. You've got Apple Kid if you've got the money, which at this moment we kind of don't. But it's an option eventually.
McGurk calling in Ari's footsteps to go ahead and pick up that kid. And we get Pooh.
Ooh, very nice. So now the good
we've got Tenderkraut on from Pooh.
not sure how I feel about that one, to be honest, but we'll see how it goes. The big player that I would go for right now, honestly, would be back to Onet. You've got your library, you've got your arcade, and you do have your sanctuary check. So you could potentially just go ahead and finish out Onet right here and not have to mess with it ever again.
Absolutely. Ooh, we got a Sandlot bat on McGurk's side. He also did. I also saw he did pick up a stun gun out of a trash can. So he may keep that for Jeff. He may sell it, get some early money. We'll see what he does here.
Ooh, did you see the library had the UFO engine?
No.
So that could be, if you wanted to go do, hear me out here. If you want to go do Summers, you could do Magic Cake, get another warp, potentially get something like Dalam or Foreside. You've got some options here.
Interesting route divergence. McGurk sold the items that he needed that he didn't need, so that he's got the money for Apple Kid. So we are gonna check this out. And meanwhile, Ari is gonna go ahead and make use of that UFO engine and head to Summers.
You gotta love it. Summer's going to be an interesting check, like I said, with that warp. Wad of bills.
Well, that is worthless.
Yeah. Unfortunate, though.
McGurk back to Onet. He'll get his UFO engineer, and we will see what he does.
Do you follow in the footsteps of Ori, or do you go ahead and check the arcade down south and go, yeah, no, it's not on logic, or it is on logic, and just go ahead and take care of that?
Yeah, I think I would check the logic of the arcades, just to kind of gauge where everything's at, and then go decide what I'm going to do after that.
It's not a bad plan. Tomar saying do the same route as Ori. I'm on that page as well, to be honest. That extra warp could be something you need. It could even be Starstorm for Pooh, which is still useful.
Yeah, I mean, at this early, if I were the runners, I'd definitely be hoping for another teleport. But we shall see. It looks like the arcades aren't going to be out of logic. McGurk is going to be able to just power on through. So we will be able to see what the mayor has for us today.
Hopefully it's something good. Tolmar, thank you for the call out. Don't forget we have a prediction going on. So use those channel points wisely and try and guess who you think is going to win. Frankenstein French Vanilla Lost Underworld from Summers. We have the Tendacrop. That's an option. Ori's going to be happy about this one. It's the Spinosaur percent.
All right, coming back to fight the punks now. Oh, we're gonna get zombie paper. So that is our route to Saturn Valley, since we already have 3 access.
Truth. Saturn Valley is not exceptionally useful right now, but it's a good thing to keep in your back pocket saying, hey, we might have to go do this.
Yes.
Now, if I were, well, at this point it'll be both runners here pretty quick. If I were either runner, I would strongly consider going up north, going ahead and taking a giant step. We have Warp Anywhere, as McGurk is demonstrating right here. So we should be able to just go in, grab Giant Step, and then warp right out. Exit mice aren't really super needed.
No, I think like the race on Monday, we'll only see them grab maybe 1 or 2 exit mice. There's only a couple spots where it's a little bit handy to have them, but for the most part, they will just be able to use teleport anywhere.
Ooh, Ori got it handed to them at the mouse. So McGurk went ahead and did the smart choice of going ahead and laying down the zombie paper. That gets rid of it out of your inventory. You're not carrying it around. It's not clogging anything up. And you may potentially need that here.
Yeah, I'm on with McGurk where if I can lay it down, even if we don't sleep at the end right away, I will lay the that zombie paper down, just like I said, to get it out of my inventory, free up that space, and kind of see what happens. Are you getting by the plague rat there on the second attempt?
Not a bad thing. Not a
Yeah,
bad thing at all.
healing and lifting up, and then, yep, he'll take a quick rest from Frankenstein and be on his way.
You gotta love that Frankie healing right there. Ori going straight to Tucson and going into the great disappointment that is Apple Kid.
Yes. Definitely see runners overlapping what each other has already done. So no, we won't get any new checks here for a few minutes.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is Ori doing? Going to the ATM right here.
I always forget there's an ATM there.
I do not know that I've ever actually stepped inside of that building. I have a feeling that we are going to see an Ori Lost Underworld check here rather rapidly.
Yeah, I agree. I think at this point that is the next, logical thing would be to go ahead and go to the underworld, see what that teleport check is, and go from there. But it looks like Ari is going to go ahead and head to Giant Step.
It's not a bad choice right there. McGurk unfortunately did take the fight with the Ohio sign, so gotta love it out in Foreside. If we talk about what a lovely palette combination that Giant Step and Onet is. A soft green and a soft purple.
And McGurk is headed to the Lost Underworld. We will see what this check is.
Not bad. Remember to grab all of those items. Couple life noodles.
So one useful item there out of the two. 120% spawn rate, definitely showing down here.
Not often you get to see the ego orbs. Ooh! Is this even randomized? The Titanic Ant at Giant Step.
No problem for Ari.
No, not at all. I completely missed what the...
Foreside,
okay.
I missed it too. I only saw because he brought up his teleport, so...
Foreside ain't bad.
Watching Ari take down the ant and the way the wrong split second there.
That is a mood.
We will have Ari taking the lead with one sank. And he's going to follow in McGurk's path to the Lost Underworld.
Not a bad choice. Gonna get that couple life noodles. Got the Spinosaurs.
Meanwhile, on McGurk's side, he is headed to Moonside, so we'll see if this is in logic or not.
We can only hope. Ori is actually going to go ahead and snag Fire Springs, so not a bad play right here.
I realized that he forgot to check the teleport check there. We had to run back to grab it. But he does pick.
That'd get real awkward real fast.
Ooh, on McGurk's side, he found the Sword of Kings. So Pooh will have his weapon.
A very controversial weapon. There is much debate on how good it actually is.
I'd rather have him have at least a weapon for the auto fights than trying to hit with his hands. So
This is true. It is quite literally about as good as a sharp stick in the eye, then.
You have Guardian Digger as Moonside boss on McGurk's side.
Not looking too bad.
He's hitting pretty bad, but so were they. So I think he's not doing too bad here.
Keep hitting those freezes where it keeps freezing them solid.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, we only really saw Guardian Digger or Guardian there take have a 2 or 3 hits at them because of that freeze. So
What is the monkey gonna give us today? Hopefully something good. Police badge. Thanks for nothing, Moonside.
Yeah. Apparently, this seed's going to be all about useless items.
This is true.
We're going to have water bills and police badge.
Yeah. We are going to go ahead and go to the cave, the mole caves. Mole cave is looking like the choke point at this point. Yes. Yeah, that is about the only thing that they have the option to do that is progression.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that we've missed at this point since we know what Moonside is.
They can technically go to Saturn Valley, but there's nothing there for them to do yet. So we're going to be going there right after this with the jar of fly honey. Clumsy robot in Fire Springs. I'd like Clumsy Robot here. Yeah, the 120% spawns with abridged. It is going to be a little dense, but I have faith.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those spots where that 120% spawn rate's going to show.
So Ryuzu, you asked, how does 120% spawns work? It is 20% extra spawns. Just take a look, take all the spawns and just crank it up just a little bit more.
We do have Ari going ahead and getting past Clumsy Robot, so that will be his second sync.
Not bad.
We'll see where he heads after this.
The real play is if they go do Mole Cave before Moonside.
Yep. Take the teleport bonk. Yeah.
Feels bad.
Always. Not wide enough room at that spot that he tried first. This is definitely the bigger spot. So
we have acquired the legendary peanut cheese bar. Ari is going to go ahead and go to Moonside, going to face everything that McGurk is disappointed in. Ari is going to be right behind and be disappointed as well.
Indeed. McGurk gets fight with 5 nooses and a mad duck. But not gonna be an issue. Does have a teddy bear for them to attack, so he doesn't take all the damage. Unfortunately, that teddy bear has now been turned into a pile of fluff.
Pour one out for Mr. Teddy Bear. We knew the not great. There we go. There's the Spinosaur meme on Ari's side. You gotta respect the long meme names.
Indeed. Yes, no Spinosaur for us since we had Tendacrout right away.
Thunder and Storm in these positions is not too bad, all things considered.
No, and with McGurk already going through Moonside, and having some good equipment, he has definitely not having any issues in the mines today.
No.
We did see him pick up one exit mice there. More than likely, he will be using it here to get out of the mines, since we do need to get out of the mines the normal way, being the front door, so we can grab that item.
Yeah. Ooh, that last spawn right there. The jar of fly honey is going to open up Saturn Valley for us, or it's going to give us something to do in Saturn
Yes.
Valley. We will unfortunately have to go through the 3 tunnel, which arguably no one likes to do.
Let's see, Jim and Kirk get the skip. He did not. Everybody get your
fuzzy pickles.
Yep.
Gonna go down to 3 and gonna go do that. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're gonna go.
Looks like McGurk's gonna go sink. At least get Giant Step out of the way before anything else.
Yeah, I mean, smart. Might as well. You've got the levels for it now. Well, I mean, they've always had the levels. Let's be very honest. So it's just a matter of just going in and sweep it up.
Enemies aren't even attacking. They are like, oh no, run away.
You gotta love it. This was the first SNES game that I recall enemies actually doing this.
Yeah, you're right. I can't think of any other ones that I have played either.
So while they're backtracking over each other's steps, this is a good time. If you are not already, be sure to follow these runners. They're putting on an excellent showing, staying neck and neck, even through the route divergence. They're just keeping up with each other and absolutely being awesome about this. So be sure to drop them a follow if you enjoy the content they are providing today. So be sure to follow Rocky as well, as they provide some excellent commentary and gameplay as well.
Thank you. Also, follow Derrick for some great gameplay on his stream as well. And then while we have that minute, let's talk about the finals. since after this we will have the finals coming up for the tournament. So the finals, we already have the date and time set. These finals are going to be April 12th, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. So 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And then, Derrick, you want to talk a little bit about how those finals are going to work?
Yeah, absolutely. For the danger bracket, whoever loses this one is going to go up against. Man,
Sarah.
I remember Sarah. Thank you. Whoever loses this one is going up against Sarah, and the winner is going up against. Who's the winner of the other one? I'm sorry. Had it all written down and it has all disappeared.
Whoever wins versus Sarah and the loser of this will move on to take on the winner of this match. And the way that works is then technically the finals is a best of 3, but the winner of this will have a 1-game advantage because will have yet to have lost. And so if Sarah or whoever the other one is wins that first game, then we'll potentially see a third game. So it's a little weird, but remember this is double elimination, and we make sure that even the finals, somebody has to lose twice overall to become the winner.
There you go. Appreciate that. I had it written down somewhere and I have lost it, so I am very thankful that you had it. I know I am super excited for that, for the finals. They are going to be excellent. All of these runners at this point are top caliber, top of their game. Really cannot lift them up enough. They are doing an amazing job as these flag sets get a little bit more and more complicated, or just are something different than was normally played. And they have been rolling with those punches. All right, so who are we going to see potentially Carbon Dog? We can't see Doggo at the at Gygas, but you know where we can see Doggo? Right here. Mad Cat asking what you have missed. Ori is up 2 cents, but McGurk has the mileage. Is going to be going into Saturn Valley right before Ori with the fly honey.
Yes, and Chargles is correct. Ari's only up 1 cent at this point, as McGurk did giant step before he started the walk to Saturn Valley.
That is accurate. Good call. Good call. That leaves Ori Fire Springs ahead. Oh, Ori hadn't snagged zombie paper yet. Okay, that's fair.
Fair.
I mean, place it down, go not grab it immediately, and, 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other, right? So remember, as long as you remember, I need to go snag it.
We have a Diadem of Kings pickup out of that treasure there on McGurk's side, so Pooh is starting to get his full complement of items.
It feels vaguely threatening.
Yeah. It's kind of a good and bad all at once, that you're wondering, why is he getting so much of his stuff in a 4 cent?
Why do I hear threatening music? McGurk is just cleaning house at Belch Base.
Yes, and as Tolmore points out, this is also another fun dungeon with high spawns. Lots of enemies there, but McGurk's having no problems just bashing his way, not even having to go into the fights. So,
gotta love it. Ori is right on the heels, gonna be right behind there. Oh, mini puke. I'm sorry, mini barf. I'm sorry. That's a good call. Gurk might be ahead, even though Fire Springs has been done by Ori, because Ori did do a lot of fights, whereas Gurk might get to avoid more fights. So that's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, because it's Fire Spring, that's, we know that is what was done. It is always hard to tell at this point who's ahead because Fire Spring is so leggy and it's long to do. But if you can get the enemies running away from you, then that's always a good thing. So we did pick up the Dalam teleport there on McGurk's side, so we're gonna see our second kid check.
This one's gonna be Paula. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. This is Paula. Boom.
There you go.
We have enough spaces that it logically makes sense because we will have little footsteps open. And so that will be 3 sanctuaries. All we have to have is just one extra one somewhere. So be it Everdread in Berglund Park has Carrot Key. That could be something that we could really get right now. Place of Nothingness has Happy Village. That could be a potential option. Those would be quick sanctuaries that we'll be able to take care of for Sank right here.
Yeah, I think you're definitely hoping for Happy to be able to get to little footsteps and hope that who's ever in the cabin maybe has Franklin badge or something like that where you can progress pretty quick and get Paula a good item.
Yeah. Can only hope. I have no idea, Rizu. I thought it was Red Swirl myself. Did you talk to the master? Okay. Place of Nothingness check. You're welcome to one of the longest checks, and it's not even fun because we don't even need to see Tessie this time.
Nice use of the teleport box on our side to get past some enemies there. And one more time.
That was clean. All right, so where are we going there, Starmaster?
Winters. Okay.
It's better than a sharp stick in the eye, but not great.
No.
It's one check, and your best bet is vanilla bubblegum at this point. Yeah, it looks like the signed banana.
Oh, signed banana. Okay, so that's not bad because we already do have 4 sides. That gives us a Sank access.
Okay, so at this point, McGurk does have options for the sanctuaries. They are officially in 4 Sank Go mode. So they already have Giant Step. They do Fire Springs, Magnet Hill, and Milky Well.
Yes.
I didn't get those 2 confused. Perish the thought. So those are their options. So they're not terrible. And Everdread Boogie Tent is down. Okay. So we'll see what item here is. Yogurt Spencer. Okay.
Okay.
Question. Do you go do yogurt check? Or do you say, not today, Jeff, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to hang out with the businessman?
Yeah, I almost think I would say, well, I'm not, yeah, like Charles talks about, definitely banana first. I think I do this on banana, at least get 3 sinks, and then kind of decide how it's going after that. Just because that Monotoli climb can be, it's a bit of a long one, even if you're enemy dodging. At least you do have the ability to teleport out right away, but it's still going to be a bit of a long one. Yeah, it is going to be a choke point for a 5 sink. That is correct.
It's a commitment and a half. Ori with these teleports and dodges, not bad.
Ari showing the fantastic use of that teleport anywhere to be able to get by enemies. And he is going to pick up flank number 3. And that is going to be Evil Mani Mani.
Yeah, assuming doesn't bounce out. Yeah, they're going to be having their... there we go, 3rd tank right there. No problems. Might as well go snag that and go to Dalam, grab Paula, and place of nothingness, and Ori will be in the same spot, really.
Yeah. We have mcgurk taking down Fire Springs for his 2nd sink. Yeah, if Charles has a good point there in chat. If that Magnet Hill item could be Carrot Key, that would give us 5 sinks. That definitely would, make an interesting choice at that point if you go 5 sinks in Magicant, or if you, take your shot at Gygas.
I think if the seed serves up on a platter like that, gives you Carrot Key right here, I think you take it. It's been shown that Magicant is generally nicer than Gygas, more times out of not. So I would strongly consider, hey, if it gives you Carrot Key, go snag Pink Cloud, go do Magicant, and you have Repel sandwiches for Pink Cave. You're perfectly fine.
Ari doing his new training.
Gonna be finding that warp to Winters. The sewers are not a bad place, even with 120 spawns.
No, because if you can kind of, get lucky and get those spawns up on the edges where they can't get you, then you can just kind of keep walking.
Agreed. Or the ever elusive wall spawns.
Yes.
You gotta respect those.
So this is logical 4th sink, so we definitely are, in the right spots. And we are going to see Frank here. Can't imagine it'll be too much of a hard fight, but we will see how it goes.
No, those freeze betas are hitting like trucks. 300 to 400 damage each. Okay, so you get Magnet Hill, you grab the item.
Is this going to tie our runners up at 3 sanks apiece?
Ooh, there's
Franklin
Franklin
badge. All right, so at this point, we are because you know that only really other check that we have would be. You are right. We do not have meteorite piece, do we?
Oh.
We haven't seen it.
Oh.
I think at this point, yeah, Monotoli is probably going to be the play, but I think I would take the bonk and see what the hint is as to where that item is. But yeah, you are right. We completely forgot that neither runner has meteorite piece.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. So, if I'm Ori at this point, you finish the sewer and you run to Monotoli, because that is the only place that there's left. Because Ori, no, I don't. My question is, did McGurk forget about the meteorite piece too?
That's a good question. But I mean, at this point, I think, because both runners are headed for their 4th sank, neither one has that knowledge about where meteorite piece is. As long as they remember that they don't have meteorite piece, I think we're tied up. And we definitely have a race on our hands.
That is true. I think if I'm sitting in Ori's seat, right? First and foremost, you get your item from Magnet Hill. You get your Franklin badge. And you look at your items and you go, oh God, I don't have the meteorite. And the only place that you have left to go check anything for progress is Monotoli. That's it. That's the only place that you have left. So if Ori's running a tracker, Ori will look at it and go, yep, that's Monotoli.
And we do see McGurk heading straight to 4-side. So no question there that he knows that he does not have meteorite piece, and that this is his only play.
Ori is right behind. Yeah, good point there. Also the badge, Thunder is gonna hurt. Go for 5 at that point. Like if that's an option, just go for 5 at that point.
Omar trying to extend the race here by saying it's going to be Jeff, and he's going to have the pencil eraser and do the long walk from Tucson to Happy.
Could be. Jeff, and then he could go do Boogie Tent.
Yeah.
Those teleport anywheres are key for skipping those. Yeah, they really are this close, this late still.
Yeah, we had a lot of route divergence early, and really up until right now, it's been hard to say who is in the lead, but there's no question that right now we are neck and neck. Everdread for our boss here. See how McGurk does.
This could, if they decide to go Gygas, This could
No problem.
unironically be Apple Kid body block difference. Flying
Buff
man.
bird. It's Buff bird.
Buff bird. What does Monotoli have?
Meteorite
piece.
piece.
Buff bird. Oh man, no one was expecting Buff bird. All right, so here's the question: do you risk the 5 sank, or do you go, I'm behind?
I think, that's a good question. I'm not sure what our levels are for Paula. We do not have, we don't have brain shocks, so that could, always come back as well. We did seem like we did get an okay pendant there. Yeah, it does depend on what Star Master has for either teleport, or potentially the spell for poo. I think that could change the race depending on where they go and what their thought process there.
If it can't at this point. It cannot be spell for poo, because then they would be locked out of any further progress.
Sure.
So it would have to be somewhere like happy, like someone said in chat, or
I think it would have to be happy.
yeah, it has to be at this point.
Because nothing else that we don't already have.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I see happy, I immediately walk. I walk myself right out and I go do little footsteps. Magic camp done. With how things have been going, happy. With how things have been going.
Yep, and you're right. Don't even have to walk out because we can teleport right here. McGurk on his way to Lilliput Steps.
Yeah.
Not even gonna check the kid and just gonna go straight and get this thing. Not a bad play, and you can see the enemies here are already running.
With Flying Man, Jeff is pointless.
Yep. And Ari also headed to Lilliput Steps about 5 seconds, 6 seconds behind is all. So,
we are going to have this is a race, folks. Like, this is as close can be until the final. Like,
and because this is winner's bracket, this is what we want to see. Bracer of Kings for Pooh. One more item for him there, which is I guess a good thing at this point. Yep, logical 5th sank. So we are at 5 sanks at 47:30 entering that fight. We'll see how far Ari is behind getting into that fight.
Yeah, sandwich use or teleport dodging is gonna be it. Okay, there's 5th sank for McGurk. That opens up Magic Camp. I mean,
Ari ended the fight at 48:03, so we are looking at about a 33-second difference right now. We have a couple of repel sandwiches. I think McGurk on both sides. I saw McGurk has at least one for Magicant, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I think at this time it's a good idea to go ahead and start saying who is going to be the boss at the Sea of Eden. Who are you thinking we're going to see? Third strongest mole. Okay. Good guess there, Rizu. That's a good one. I like it. Man, all the good ones have been taking.
Yeah, we've seen so many.
I'm like disappointed that all of my normal picks are gone. You know what? I'm gonna go Kraken.
Oh, Vanilla. Could see Vanilla Kraken. Yeah. We'll have two different enemies down here. Ooh, caught by those eyeballs.
McGurk is not having. We did see Titanic Ant. Titanic Ant was where Titanic Ant should be. A giant step.
I think we did see that repel sandwich on McGurk's side to get through this metal section.
Here comes the teleport anywheres. There we
Yep,
go.
there we go.
All
We
right.
are there at, let's call it 49.55.
Okay. The heavily armored Pokey is not in contention for being the boss. Heavily armored Pokey is super easy to juke.
And the answer is
A Starman,
Deluxe.
Deluxe. Okay. So this actually plays to the strength of we have Flying Man. Flying Man is not going to struggle with this.
Oh, there it
Starman,
is.
drop your GGs.
Indeed, drop your GGs as McGurk will finish up. We have an official race time of 50 minutes and 46 seconds. McGurk does take the win. GGs.
That was excellent. For the record, I have officially, again, been on my losing streak for channel points.
I forgot to get my channel point thing in there. Definitely would have gone McGurk. He has been playing just fantastic this tournament. And we do have McGurk joining us. GG McGurk.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Sure.
Whew. Looks like it was close. Going to be close, I should say.
Oh, it was closer than close.
Yeah. You guys in Monotoli building were literally about 5 seconds apart. At one point, you were 30 seconds or so coming into Magicant. Looks, Ari unfortunately has run into more enemies than you did coming through here, and that's the biggest reason why he is falling a little bit further behind than when you guys got in. But tell us your thoughts on the seed.
It was pretty straightforward logic-wise. I mean, we had a little bit of different ways we could go, but not too many. A little bit lucky that the one really out-of-scale thing I did was just a very boring Guardian General, and it had weapons for both Ness and Pooh. Moonside, I mean.
Yes. Ari also did Moonside, so you didn't lose any time there.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously I was, as you probably saw, ready to do Googie until oopsie, happy.
Oops, no meteors.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise because I really didn't. I mean, Googie would have probably been fine. Franklin badge plus decent leveled Paula, but it would have been slow and a little more random.
Yeah, as soon as you warped into Saturn Valley, we're like, all right, ready to go face Googie, and then someone in chat, I forget who it was, said, but they don't have Meteor. And then it was, oh no, they don't, do they? There was a lot of talk about like, oh, that's not ideal.
And we do have Ari finishing up on his side. We are going to have an official race time of 53 minutes and 39 seconds for Ari. GG's to Ari.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense that it would be that the meteorite would be right there. I, for a half second, thought to not talk to Flying Man, but I couldn't remember if you can get the item without talking to whoever is there.
Yeah, and for Starman Deluxe, Flying Man was a great option.
Yeah, just for the rest of the few fights that I had, Flying Man made them a lot quicker for sure.
Yeah. And Tomar did say in chat that you can actually just talk to Monotoli without talking to the kid there. So that is good knowledge to have for future races. Welcome in, Ari. GG's.
I heard
Hello, Ori.
some kind of blasphemy, like you wouldn't want Flying Man.
I had a brief moment of doubt, and then I took him anyway.
You even got to hear the music if you went to Magicant. It was perfect.
Magicant was very much the play. That was the big conversation of like, okay, you get Meteorite Piece, you walk in, you get the warp, it's happy. Do you keep going to Gygas, or do you just go, no, I'm doing Lilith footsteps?
Yeah, especially with Flying Man, I think it's just a no-brainer there. No need to either try to kill off or deal with Flying Man messing up your Googie fight.
Yeah, I don't know. That seed was pretty much solved at that point, though. The teleport could only be happy or Deep Darkness, and then it would have been Jeff. So that pretty much decided what it was going to be. I don't know. I don't think I found a single Repel Witch. That was kind of frustrating, along with a lot of dead checks. But that's really all it was. I didn't really screw anything else up too bad.
I had 2, which helped in Magicant, because I had just a couple of Electro Swooshes is all I fought.
You gotta love those dead checks of, here's wad of bills, thanks. Here's the police badge, thanks, I guess. I suppose.
Hello, everyone. So, great races, runners. I have a couple of announcements and decided I'd pop onto the comms to say it. So, you're wondering what the flags are going to be on the rest of the tournament. We're going to have all 3 of the remaining runners pick 2 flags each. Every race that you're going to be a part of is going to have your 2 flags in addition to your opponents. Next race is going to be Aurilliux versus Sarah, winner of that versus McGurk. And if McGurk loses that one, we'll have a final race of winner of that versus McGurk.
I am excited for that. And that is Wednesday, April the 12th, correct?
That is right. It's Wednesday, April 12th. It's going to be at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, other times in other time zones. I'm sure you all have computers and can figure it out. And in addition to that, it will not be on this channel. It will be on RPG Limit Break.
I am looking forward to that. The best way to get the announcements of when it is in your local time is actually to join the Discord. There will be an event set up, and it will automatically translate into your local time. So you'll be sure to be able to get that information right where you need it. So anything else before we end for the night then?
Good game, Ori. We'll maybe see you on the flip side here.
I'm just glad that I get to award you 2 Ari points, it sounds like.
Oh, what do I get Ari points for? Do we know?
Did you get the Flying Man?
Oh yeah, I did get Flying Man.
Then you get 2 Ari points.
Is that all it takes? I thought it had to be like an out-of-the-way flag.
It seemed
He was definitely out of the way. You definitely didn't need him.
We definitely didn't need him.
What neither of you did, though, was go through the Robotomy cutscene just so that you can have the
I was
Easter egg
going to.
and then teleport out. Yeah, good choice not doing it, because you were like 30 seconds apart at that time, but you could have done it.
I mean, I guess if I had gone to Googie, maybe I would have remembered to do it. But yeah, I did not miss on that. I didn't think about that.
It was definitely in the front of my mind. I was like, if this teleports anything but happy, I'm doing it.
Got a question in chat. Where can we watch more PK Scramble? Temple's link is really if you want to just download Scramble straight into your brain. It's got all of the tournament races for PK Scramble and Ancient Cave and Boogie Percent and probably some other things I don't remember. They're all archived there. If you want to see other Scramble, anyone who's tagged in the title of this stream are all Scramble runners with various degrees of how often they run it. Typically, if you just look at Earthbound on Twitch, most evenings there's someone running Scramble. We'll probably have a little bit of a dip for a couple of weeks because everyone's got that post-tournament cooldown, except for 3 of you. In addition to that, if you go to the Discord, which is linked up above, people will be organizing things on there. There's a role that you can tag to do a pickup race as well, and everyone's very friendly. So if you want lots of Scramble races, there are lots of ways to do it. If you want to organize them, by all means do.
My Scramble content's only going to go up because the only reason I've not been playing it is because I've been commentating it. I am excited for the rest of the tournament. So, all right, I think that's it for the evening then. So, I think we're good to go.
Yeah, thank you, commentary. Thank you, chat. Thank you, runners.
Yes, good
Thank
job,
you.
runners.
Thank you to chat.